Microsoft has joined the battle against Google with a new Data Analyst Professional Certificate. It's supposed to take beginners to their first job, but there's something unique to this one that no other Data Analyst certificate offers. This course is worth it, but it depends on who you are, and there are some things you must know before you get started. First, you need to understand the difference between a certificate of completion and a certification. Now, there are differences between a certificate you receive from a course and a certification from taking an exam, and in this program they combine both. You study and get a professional certificate on Coursera and also get ready for an optional data analyst certification. I'll explain all of it in this video, but it's an untapped opportunity and I'm surprised that more people aren't taking advantage of this. This is not going to last forever, and now is the best time to do this if you want to become a data analyst. To get into all the details and everything you need to know, let's get started. So it's a beginner level course, takes around 5 months at 10 hours per week, but you can do it way faster. That's just an estimate. It is included in the Coursera Plus, but you can audit the course for free as well. The core skills you'll gain are Microsoft Excel, data analysis, Power BI, Power Query, and SQL. Just by looking at these skills, I know that this will be a very valuable certificate to get a job, and we'll talk more about that later. And as usual, you get a verifiable certificate at the end of the program. Let's get into the courses and some of the tools that you'll work with. Course 1 is preparing data for analysis, and you'll work in Excel. Course 2 is harnessing the power of data with Power BI. Next, we have extract, transform, and load data in Power BI. Then we have data modeling in Power BI, and as you can see, it's quite a bit of Power BI, which might not be that surprising considering how Power BI is Microsoft's own data visualization tool, and the course specifically focuses on working with Power BI. Course 5 is all about data analysis and visualization, and Course 6 is about creative designing. And then you'll do a final capstone project in Course 7. We don't have enough information yet, but this project will involve using Power BI, of course. The last course in the series is different, so listen up. Here you'll get to prepare for the optional Power BI PL300 exam. For those who don't know what this means, PL300 is a certification also known as Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst. It's basically an exam you take and get certified. I've recommended this certification in the past, and it's very exciting to see that they now offer a full professional certificate on Coursera that prepares you for this one, so that you can take the exam right away and be ready without feeling lost or having to prepare for it yourself. The reason why a certification is so valuable is the credibility aspect. Employers value this way higher than just a course certificate because you'll actually have to go and take a test, not just finish a course. It's going to be very helpful when applying for jobs, especially as Power BI is a highly in-demand skill. That has been a major issue before. People haven't really been able to properly prepare, and getting a certification has kind of been a major sidetrack rather than a part of your learning journey. So I think it's very exciting that now you can just learn as usual and get certified with minimal extra effort if you want to. Unfortunately, this PL300 certification is not free. They do charge a fee to take the exam, but the price depends on where you're located, and in my opinion, if you're looking for your first data analyst job, it's a solid investment in your future. A cool bonus is that you'll receive a 50% discount on the exam though once you finish the professional certificate on Coursera, so that's a huge plus. The certification is valid for exactly 1 year, and I feel like a common question is that, am I gonna have to pay again? No, it's free to renew the certification, and that's of course a huge plus as well. Honestly, if you get a job and some experience, you don't even need to renew this one. Now let's move on to the things I like about the certificate before we talk about the downsides and if you should worry about them. I like how the course completely focuses on Power BI. It is a fantastic tool, and after completing the course you can definitely call yourself proficient in Power BI, which is going to be helpful when looking for jobs. You're not just a beginner that dabbled a few hours in the program or just did a project. You actually understand how to go through all the steps, you've done projects, you're used to working with Power BI. I also like how it feels kind of more practical than other courses. I know some people complain that you learn too many soft skills without focusing on the hard skills, but here you're actually using a tool in every single course, and it's not just about mindset and thinking analytically, although that's of course really important too. I'm just saying that sometimes I feel like they don't really focus on the hard skills enough, but here you'll actually do that all the time. Now listen up, I do have a few potential issues to mention as well, and it's going to depend on who you are, of course. First, I don't find a lot of SQL in this program, even though it's mentioned as a key skill. Now SQL is used to deal with databases and an important skill for data analysts. It seems like in course 4 you're going to be working with SQL a little bit, but it's very limited, so check out my data analyst roadmap in the description where I include the best SQL courses. I would recommend taking a SQL course on the side. That's going to be very helpful, and it instantly solves the problem of missing SQL skills. Now this is also a very new course, and at the point of recording this, all courses are not really available yet, but they are releasing them all very soon, so I would get started today regardless. I don't really think that's a major issue. Last thing before my final recommendation portion will be comparing this one with the Google Data Analytics certificate. Nearly everyone is familiar with this one. It's the most popular course for aspiring data analysts, so I feel like I can make a pretty good comparison with them. Or so I thought, because a comparison between them is actually really difficult. They are very, very different and they focus on different things. Google focuses on teaching you the soft skills, how to think and operate like a data analyst, and introduces you to many things like Excel, SQL, R, and Tableau, and more. It is a very general course, and that's both good and bad, although I think it's a great course overall. This Microsoft certificate is quite the opposite, where the focus is on becoming a data analyst specialized in Power BI. Therefore, I don't think they replace each other, but rather work together to give you a more complete skill set. If you already took the Google course, I could still see you taking this course, and anything that overlaps is just going to be really good repetition for you. Now, let me know in the comments if you want me to make a full video ranking different data analyst courses and comparing them. I feel like with all the courses out there now, it might be a good idea. It's really getting messy out there. Now it's time for my final conclusion, and if you want to become a data analyst and learn more about Power BI and focus on that, I think this course is a great option, and the certification at the end is a huge bonus. I think that there are very few courses that offer something like this, and it's still a new course, so it's a highly untapped opportunity. To prepare for a job, you will have to study some SQL on the side, but that's expected and not a major obstacle. My only concern would be if you don't like Power BI. There are different data visualization tools like Power BI and Tableau. If you're strictly a Tableau user and you don't want to change to Power BI or try it out, then this Data Analyst Power BI course is probably not for you. Many things overlap, but you know, you'll be working in Power BI all the time, so if you hate it, then it's probably not a good idea. As usual, we miss all the shots we don't take. I just love that quote, to be honest, and I'll leave a link to the course in the description. I'll see you in the next video right here. Have an amazing week, guys.